By this point in the video series, you have been introduced to me, you've been introduced to steel strength training, you've been taught the 3 things you need to do to change your body, health, and lifestyle. We've gone over the program, and then we've talked about each individual exercise, okay? So now we need to talk about bar math, all right? And I'm not talking about adding up the tab when you're out drinking with your buddies, all right? I'm talking about the math that we're doing with the barbell. This is something a lot of my clients struggle with, and I completely understand because the numbers are very odd. All right? So there's some numbers that you're going to have to memorize. I don't expect you to get it perfectly in the beginning, but I do want you to make an effort to learn so that one day, hopefully soon, you can do all your math on your own, and I don't have to walk up and say, now Stacy, that's not 75 pounds. That's 95. You probably shouldn't pick that up today. One day you can do 95, but not today. Let's do the weight that you're supposed to do. All right? So the first number you need to memorize. Every barbell in here is 45 pounds. Alright? There's one exception. There's one barbell that's 35 pounds. It's got colorful tape on it. You'll know it when you see it. You'll also know it when you pick it up. Alright? Every barbell is 45 pounds. And that's why it's an odd starting point. Alright? So let's talk about adding up numbers. If we want to get to 55 pounds, alright, we need to get 2 5s. So if the bar is 45, we're going to put 5 on one side, that makes it 50, 5 on the next side, that makes it 55. Some people are confused and they think that you put a 10 on each side because the two of them together are 10 pounds. That's not true. Each weight, whatever it says it is, this is 5 pounds, it says 5 pounds right here. If it says it's 5, this weighs 5 pounds, not as a set. So 45, 50, and 55. Then of course, we have our clips, which we will put on to secure the weight before we do any movements. But now let's say we want to do 65. Grab a set of 10s, take the 5s off, put 1 10 on each side. And so on and so forth. If you want to get up to 75, put another pair of 5s on top of there. If you have an even number like 80, or let's say you want to do 50 pounds, we have 2.5 pound plates. That's right here. So let's say we've got 65 right here and we're supposed to do 70. We'll put a 2.5 on each side, so 67.5, and now 70. It's simple enough, but again, you just have to memorize a few things. Number one, you need to memorize that every bar in here is 45 pounds. The second thing is remember that each weight, what it says, each weight weighs what it says it weighs, not as a pair. So if you grab a 5 pound plate, that thing that you're holding weighs 5 pounds, not when it's with its buddy. When it's with its buddy, it's 10 pounds, all right? So from there, you can do all the math that you need. Now, we've got several increments of weights. We have 2.5s, 5s, 10s, 25s, and for those very strong of you, 45s, okay? Most of you guys are going to be using 2.5s, 5s, and 10s, and then the occasional 25. The only exception to all of this is the deadlift bar. Okay, we have 2 deadlift bars. I'm going to show you this one. They're already set out. They're already set out with the weights on them. And here's another one. It's messy in here. Just got done putting a rack together right there. So my tools are out, but we've got 2 mats with 2 bars set out with some heavy looking weights. You can see them right there. That's one more number you have to memorize, okay? It's 115. Each of those bars with those heavy weights on them weighs 115 pounds. That's going to be the starting point for the deadlift. If you're under that, I've got a lighter weight that we can use. But the standard bar that we're going to be using, standard bar plus the weight for deadlift, 115 pounds. Again, every other bar, 45 pounds. So quick math check, we got 45 pounds, we've got 10. Let's see. Boom, it says 10 pounds on it. And we've got a 2.5, it's really dark. We're gonna see it though. 2.5 pounds. So, we've got 45, 50, 60, 67.5, and 70. All right, hope that makes sense. Bars are 45 pounds. Each weight weighs what it says it weighs, not with its buddy, all right? A 10-pound plate weighs 10 pounds, a 5-pound plate weighs 5 pounds, etc., etc. And lastly, the deadlift bars are 115 pounds. And that is it for this episode of Bar Math.